Welcome everyone to the start of Season 3 of my Manchester United Master League on PES 2020. And we're jumping straight into the transfers. We're here thick in the summer. And we're going to see if we can bring in Haaland. Is it Haaland or Haaland? We're going to see if we can sign him, make him our one of our priorities in this window. So we're going to see if we can offer him 3 years on his contract. We're going to up the goal bonus. He's just one of those pure talents that any team would prefer to have in their side. So we've put in an offer for Haaland of about 24 mil. I have been looking at Vlasic because I know Paul Pogba could potentially leave in this window. Maybe he could be a potential replacement for him. I'm thinking of maybe strengthening our centre-backs, so maybe Skriniar, Koulibaly, or even Ruben Diaz from Benfica, who's been on the shortlist for some time now. Let's see what they want. He's got a release fee of 75 mil. I'm not sure we'll be able to get him, you know. Let's see if we've had any replies then, especially for Haaland. Feeling positive about him. Yeah, it's broke down between United and Diaz of Benfica. That's not going to happen at the moment. Our offer for Livakovic as well from Dynamo Zagreb has broken down. I definitely want to bring him in as a backup goalkeeper. Haaland, though, he's accepted our offer. He's going to be joining United then in this window. There's the confirmation of the deal breaking down between Diaz. We might have to go back in for him then. And we've received an offer for Mason Greenwood by the looks of things, which we know is going to get rejected straight away. It doesn't matter who has come in with the offer. It's Brighton. So we can't even go back in for them. Let's accept terms then for Haaland. Let's bring him to Manchester United. So he is now officially our first foray into the summer transfer window for Season 3. Should be a good season ahead. We're actually signing a striker this time. The last couple of seasons I've had to sign players on loan like Mandzukic and Ben Yedder, who hardly got any first team football last season. So, oh my words, Chelsea have re-signed Romelu Lukaku. He went from Chelsea to United to Inter Milan, and now he's back at Chelsea. That'll be an interesting one. There's the confirmation then, the classic social media picture of Haaland putting pen to paper here at Manchester United at Carrington. Looks like we've had an offer for Bruno Fernandes. Hasn't taken teams long, has it, to realise what a talent Fernandes is. Was brilliant for us since signing last January in Season 2. And there's not much going on with the scouting at the moment. But what we're going to do is... Where is Fernandes? Not sure what to do about Declan Rice. A player I had all the intention of using, but maybe I'll actually go and use him this year instead of just putting him on the sidelines. But then we've got James Garner as well. There's just so much talent in this squad, and it's so difficult to actually utilise them. I'm going to have to do a lot more rotation this season. We've received an offer then from Juve for Fernandes for 70 mil. It's 20 mil over his market value, but we're going to reject. Andreas Pereira, a player that, again, another fringe player, a player some would deem as deadwood. We'll put him on the transfer list. Let's see what offers we get. And Harrington, one of our youngsters, we're going to put him on the loan list because we've got Haaland now. Harrington's not going to get much first team football, and the same goes for Viner as well. Another youngster who we'll put on the loan list and see who comes in for them. What number are we going to give Erling Haaland then? He's currently set as 13. That just doesn't go. I think maybe number 11. It's normally, traditionally, a winger's number, that 11, 14, or maybe 19. I think 19. Doesn't really matter though, to be honest, but I don't want to be swapping out Rashford's number or Martial's number. So we'll give him 19 for this season and go from there. Just doesn't seem to be happening for Livakovic at the moment. He's declined our second offer to join United. This is disappointing. It's one of the things with PES 2020 Master League. It takes a bit of getting used to the negotiations, especially if you've come from FIFA, where it's so simple. So what we'll do, we'll go across, because we've received an offer for Andreas Pereira, and it's come from Everton, we've been in for Tom Davis. They rejected that offer and now they've put in a bid for Andreas Pereira. I wonder if we could do a swap deal here. It makes sense. So let's see. Let's add Andreas Pereira. We'll renegotiate. There we go. So they offered 6.9 mil. If we go to players to be traded, where is Tom Davis? I'm not sure whether we need Tom Davis, but he's always been a player that I'd love to see at Manchester United. I think he fit right in. Where is he? There he is. We'll add him to the list. So, transfer fee, nothing. Maybe we can do a straight swap. I know they were offering 6.9, which is below Tom Davis's value for Andreas Pereira, but let's see what happens. Let's see if they accept. So, finally, we've got our backup goalkeeper in Livakovic. Really excited about that. Again, Diaz rejecting, and Everton are unwilling to agree to our terms for a straight swap with Andreas Pereira and Tom Davis. And we've received an offer from Real Madrid. They're back in for David De Gea. Obviously, with us signing a new goalkeeper, they probably thought to themselves, oh, maybe we can take De Gea off their hands. And they've come in with an £88.9 million bid. His market value is 58.5. He did have a few hairy moments towards the end of last season. Don't get me wrong, he's still our first team keeper, so let's see what we can... I mean, look at De Gea. Again, he's still our first team keeper. He's always going to be number one for me. Bringing in Livakovic, though, is a great young talent. Got plenty of potential ahead of him. De Gea is at the age of 31. Still young as a keeper. What we're going to do... Let's see. I must be mad doing this. We're going to renegotiate. And we're going to bump the transfer fee up to 133. You watch Real Madrid come back and say, yep, we'll accept. We'll take De Gea off your hands. Let's see what happens. Oh dear. The deal for Diaz just doesn't seem as though it's going to happen, and we don't have much in the budget at the moment. We've only got 40 mil, but we're going to bring in Livakovic for 6 mil. He's on our books now. I'm really happy to get that one across the line. And there we go, top Premier League transfer. Livakovic, leaving Dynamo Zagreb. Such a fantastic young talent. Great attributes already. His one-on-ones are phenomenal. And also goalkeeper handling, accuracy, everything you can think of. Just pointing in the right direction for Livakovic. Now, Real Madrid have come back in with a counter offer for David De Gea. Now, if you remember, we put in a counter of 137. So I'm expecting them to have lowered that a bit. I mean, they did originally offer 88 mil, so I wonder what they've offered this time. Got newcomer notice there as well, Livakovic. So that's 2 signings we made in this summer transfer window. Got a monthly training report, which we'll have to look at some point. And the main schedule for August. We've already seen some of the fixtures. We do start the Champions League qualifiers against Dynamo. But first, let's have a look then what Real Madrid's counter offer is. So it's at 104 mil. So they're prepared to go way over their 88 mil initial bid. 104. It's really, really tempting. But David De Gea with an overall of 90. At the age of 31, again, still young for a goalkeeper in professional football. Really, really tempting. You know what? I'm going to renegotiate once more. Once more. We're going to bring it down to 120.4 mil. I must be insane for doing this, because I just have a feeling Real Madrid are going to accept 125. Or shall we? How high can we go? 160 odd. Let's do 125 mil. And let's see what they say. Oh my word. I bet they're going to come back and they're going to say, yeah, we'll do it. Does De Gea stay, or is it De Gea goer? We're going to issue Livakovic his new number. We're going to give him the number 13. It's perfect. Right, here we go. Oh, they've come back in with an improved offer again of 150 mil. We could do this all summer. But you know what? Nah, it's not happening. David De Gea is David De Gea. There we go. End negotiations. And for our final sign-in of this summer transfer window, we bring in Nico Elvedi from Borussia Mönchengladbach to strengthen, to bolster our defence for the season ahead. We were fortunate last season with Lindelof and Maguire staying fit, but bringing in Elvedi just solidifies our defence this season. So that's 3 signings in this window: Livakovic, Elvedi and Haaland. 3 players that I'm feeling pretty confident can give this team the boost that it needs for this 3rd season and to go on and win the title. And just quickly before we end the episode, Chris Smalling has signed for Arsenal. It's quite a realistic signing, to be honest. He's been linked with Arsenal quite a few times in real life, and PSG have signed Edison from Man City. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't miss the next one as we begin Season 3 with the Champions League qualifiers. See you there. Thanks for watching.